What can you do when you're in between the old identity and the new identity? When you're stuck in between your old story and your new story and you're feeling like nothing is moving? What are practical steps you can do in this moment? There is a lot of talk about the abstracts and conscious creation, manifestation and whatnot, but what are practical things you can do? And this is what today's video is about. But first things first, my name is Lydia Wilmsen. I'm a mindset and high performance coach, and here on the channel I talk about all things conscious creation, manifestation, business growth, strategy, but also, in general, like fulfillment and how to make your life the best life ever. And if you want to work with me, you find everything in the description, either one-to-one coaching or the best option at the moment to join my Mind Mastery community with other powerful, like-minded, conscious creators, so to say. It's only $200 a month at the moment, and you get 4 coaching sessions per month in a group setting. And it's really powerful to also learn from other people. I highly encourage you to check it out and to join us. If you have some questions beforehand, feel free to hop on my social, send me a message, tell me your story, what's happening for you, and then I can guide you what is the best option for you. If it even is coaching with me or perhaps something else I could recommend to you. So don't be a stranger. And if you're new here, then please subscribe if you like the content, share, put something into the comments to say hello, and also share your questions because I might make a video about it. So feel free to tell me all about it. Okay, so about today's topic. So many people get stuck in the in-between, in no movement, slow movement, and this nothing is happening phase, even though they are doing the work and they seemingly do everything right, but nothing is changing. Today, it's not so much about why is that happening. I have a lot of videos about that. Today is more about practical steps I urge you to take to get out of this state as soon as possible. First step here is not necessarily a step on how to get things moving, more an understanding of why is this the case? Why do I have this feeling of nothing is happening, nothing is moving, even though I'm doing the work? I keep repeating that, but repetition is powerful. So even though you might have heard it before, sometimes it needs like a slight different wording, and then it clicks. Then it's like, oh my God, this is what has been happening. So I keep repeating because this is also how I learn. Sometimes I just need the constant reminders, even though I have been doing this work for ages. So don't worry, even if you heard things before, keep listening because at some point it will click. So the first point is this understanding of what is happening. The understanding is, or what you have to understand is, if you're in your old identity, like you're in a certain state, in a certain identity, this is who you are. Your thoughts, your emotions, your behavior, everything is connected with that identity. And certain outcomes from that, of course. Everything is aligned with that state, with that identity. Everything you're experiencing comes from that identity, from that state. If you want something new, you have to recreate your identity into the new version. Basically with new beliefs, new emotions, new behavior, a new version of you. And then this new version of you will push out into a new surrounding, into a new reality, into new physical manifestations. You have to understand that your physical reality is a mirror. It's not where things are created. It's a mirror to your inner world, to consciousness. It's almost like you're calling and someone is responding. You can't expect your reality to call you. It's you are calling and your reality is responding. You're the caller. You're taking the shots here. So you are shifting and then you're calling, and at some point someone will respond. Someone, of course, your reality. However, physical reality is a mirror. It can only, if we speak in human terms, when it comes to time, respond afterwards. It can only collapse into particle, into physical manifestation, as long as you have held your focus on that what you want long enough. You have saturated your mind, you have saturated your identity into this new version, and then it will push out. But what most people do is they have their old identity. It's very fixed, it's very strong, because you have been in that identity for years, for decades sometimes. And now you're like, oh, I want something new. You know, like, let's take the example again of, I don't feel chosen, I don't feel wanted, I don't feel loved. This has been my identity. This is how I have rearranged my life around, and so on. Now I want a new identity and a new reality of, I'm always chosen, I'm always loved. But for 30 years, I have been in this very strong identity, I'm not chosen. And now I'm putting out there, I'm chosen, like I'm doing affirmations, I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen. And then I expect the next day to everything shift around. But you have to understand, you have created such a strong identity. You have saturated yourself so much with a state of not being chosen that it takes repetition, that it takes saturation for the new to show up. And most people, what they do is they go into like 10 minutes of affirmations of I'm chosen, I'm chosen, I'm chosen. And then they go back to nothing has changed. Like, what is happening? I'm still the old. Everything is still the same. So they go back to the old identity, to the old emotions, to the old behavior, to the old thoughts, to the old feelings, everything. So you just gave a little bit, like a little tease to yourself, to your old identity of this could be the new identity. And you expect your reality to change. But no, you're still the old version. This is what most people do. They go back to the old again and again and again and expect a shift. But they are basically still the old version. They have started saturating themselves a tiny little bit with the new version, but a tiny little bit. It's like 99% is still the old, 1% is the new, and you expect to have the new showing up around you. But no, you have to at least get to the tipping point, at least get to like a higher saturation of the new so that you can see something showing up. So this is what is happening. This is why you still have the old, and what people do, they always keep falling back into the old and expect the new. It doesn't work that way. So what can you do if you're saturating your mind with the new? If you're in the process and you are in the nothing is happening phase. So what are practical steps now? First thing, what I already mentioned right now. Stop wavering. Stop going back to the old. There is a time where you have to keep your faith up, where you have to keep staying in the new, even though nothing is happening. There is always something happening, but you can't see anything with your physical eyes, you can't feel anything with your senses yet, with your physical senses. There is this time where you have to trust inward, have faith, have the deep knowing that things are shifting, and stop wavering and go all in on the new. So that's number one, because if you keep wavering, you keep going back to the old, and then you either have hot-cold behavior or you have nothing showing up, because it's like going in this direction, this direction, this direction, this direction. Where do you stay? Exactly in the middle where you are right now. Of course, you have the very same as what you have right now. So you have to keep going in that direction and not constantly going back. Otherwise, you can see this. You stay here, you don't go anywhere. So you have to keep focusing on that, what you want, and not constantly go back to your old identity. So stop wavering, stop going back. Then the next one, stop checking. I know that's so difficult. I feel you. Stop checking. People constantly then check on results. Like, has the person responded? Have I gotten the message? Especially nowadays with the phones, like, oh, do I have the message already? Has someone signed up? Has something happened? Is the car outside? Is my new home? Whatever. They constantly check. But when you're checking, you're going back into the old, because you can only check when you believe it's not really there yet and you want to see physical evidence. Because if you knew it was already happening, if you knew your person messages you all the time, you wouldn't check. You, of course, at some point would check your phone just in order to see if you have to do something, like, hey, let's talk or whatever, but not checking in order to see like, oh my God, has the person messaged? Is it finally true? With money, checking the bank account. Is there money? Has a client signed up? Again, checking. Checking comes from the identity of not having. It comes from the identity of lack. So stop checking. Stop checking and going back into the old identity of not having. Only when you're internally in the state of not having, then you're going to check. Otherwise, you're not checking. Or if you're checking in order to say like, hey, has the money dropped so that I now can make a payment or whatever, you know? Or I want to move the money to a different account. So then it's not about checking. Then it's about going into your account to see if you can make the transaction. But it's not coming from the place of, oh my God, is there money? It's coming from the place, just practical terms, can I do, like pragmatic, you know, can I do the transaction now? But not coming from a place of fear of, is it happening or not? That's the difference. You can check when you're firmly rooted in the knowing that it's happening. But if you're checking in order to find safety and almost evidence for it, it is for that it's working, then no, stop checking. What else? Use the time, use the in-between time to process your old story. I have explained before that we are so wired, so hooked to the old story because we are even chemically addicted to it still. And there are trauma loops still running. We haven't completed stories from our childhood and we keep recreating that story in order to complete it. So use the time to work on yourself. Use the time to process those things that are showing up. So in Mind Mastery, in my community, I teach you how to use EMDR for yourself. It's eye movement, desensitization, reprocessing. It's a powerful, powerful trauma tool that I teach you how to use it yourself. I teach it for high performers, high achievers. So this is something you can apply in this time of nothing is happening or in between, you know? This is what you can use the time for. Make it like, enjoy the time that you have to work on yourself. And another step is to stop calling it, and I will stop now as well, of nothing is happening. Stop saying that. Stop saying nothing is happening and start saying, perhaps I don't see it yet, but I'm going to see it very soon. I'm already seeing it. I just expect to see something. You know, I don't care what I see right now. Like, I'm sitting in my office here. I'm not right now expecting to see the pool outside. I know behind the wall there, behind the window there, but it's closed, you know, something in front of it. I know there is a pool, but I don't need to go there or to check that the pool is there or whatever, you know. It's like, it's just there. I'm in my office and I'm doing my things here. So I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying I don't focus on it right now. I know it's there. And the same with it's not happening. Like, the person is not messaging, the client is not signing up, I don't get the official documents. Instead of saying it's not happening, just say like, I'm not seeing it, but I know it's there. As I just said, I'm not seeing the pool right there, but I know it's there. The same with my fridge. I know there is food in my fridge, but I'm not seeing it because the fridge is not here and I'm not looking into the fridge. So get into that mindset. Stop saying nothing is happening. This is you're creating a reality where nothing is happening if you keep saying nothing is happening. Okay, then a powerful step that you can do is to celebrate every step of the process. So for example, you don't see physical evidence yet. However, you can drop into a feeling of, again, let's take the pool. There is the pool. Oh my God, I could jump into it. It's nice and refreshing because it's very warm outside. Like, ooh, I could enjoy that now. So I can celebrate that feeling right now. I can feel into that sensation right now, even though I'm not physically jumping into the pool right now. And I'm not even seeing the pool. I know it's there and I can celebrate the feeling of like, ooh, wow, there is a pool. I can jump into the pool. You know, so celebrate the step right now of just feeling, basking in the feeling, being able to imagine it, visualize it. So if you don't have physical evidence, celebrate your imagination, celebrate your inner world, celebrate that you can feel the sensations right now without needing anything. You can celebrate being in your dreamland right now, in your dream country. You can celebrate the feeling of having a certain person message you and being in constant communication. You can celebrate just the feeling of a high influx of clients. You can celebrate that feeling right now. So don't wait for some gigantic happening somewhere in the future. It's just a state, but you know, and celebrate whatever is there right now. You know, I started a side hustle. It's actually my third business, just a tiny, tiny side hustle. And I made like a recurring income right now of, I think, $5. And you could say like, oh my God, that's nothing. But I'm celebrating those $5 this month because I know, like I'm celebrating every cent because I know it's going to be more and more and more every month because it's building. So I'm celebrating this tiny, tiny amount. I'm celebrating that. So after the feeling, if you don't see anything, you celebrate your inner world, celebrate the feeling of it. And then you celebrate every step of the unfolding. There are a few people out there who say, don't go for the breadcrumbs of movement. I say bullshit. Celebrate everything that is happening. I don't have to celebrate my YouTube channel when it has 100,000 subs. I can celebrate every person I'm connecting with in the comments because I love it. You know, I love when you guys comment and I respond something to it. I love getting to know you. So I have like 800 followers at the moment, or subs at the moment. It's nothing to 100K. I'm celebrating every step of the moment, and I'm not focusing on like, just when there is 100K, when the full story has happened. No, I celebrate everything. The same with business growth. You can do the same with relationships. Either, perhaps you're changing something in your relationship and your partner is not yet showing up in the way that you want them to show up. So celebrate first the feeling of how it would be if they showed up that way. And then perhaps they bring you flowers one day, but perhaps just one flower, and it's just because someone gave them the flowers and they thought, okay, I give them to you or something. Still celebrate it. It's a step. So instead of waiting for the full-blown whatever, celebrate this. Because what you focus on and what you celebrate and what you're grateful for, this is what you create more of in your life. So every single step, be aware of it, not coming from a place of lack of, oh, it's so little, like my $5, oh, it's so little. No. It's freaking $5 from my business, from this extra business. That's plainly amazing. It's passive. It's recurring. It's going to grow every single month. I'm happy about it. I celebrate it. And you have to practice that because we are so brainwashed into seeing the lack of everything that we directly go into like, it's not enough. It's not enough. I want more. I need this. I need this. Oh, I just got one flower, but I wanted 1,000 flowers. Oh, I just got a like, nice to see you. I wanted 10 I love yous. You know, like, what the heck? Celebrate what's happening and be deeply grateful for that. And practice that and practice the feeling in your body, the sensations in your body of gratitude, of happiness, of fulfillment, of growth, of expansion. We are so addicted to looking for what's not working. All my clients are in the beginning. And to shift them out of that into, I'm just grateful to be alive. It's one of the biggest shifts they make. And once they go there, my God, life takes off. It's miraculous. So practice that. And it's not just, there's so many people say, be grateful, but what the fuck does it mean? I want you to drop into your body and feel that. Feel the sensation of your heart expanding, this feeling of sheer joy in your heart. Like this, there is words like throbbing heart, or my heart is swelling, like I can feel that. I can feel that. So practice those sensations in your body and then drop into them. And the same if you're more like you're very stressed at the moment and you want to feel relief. Big relief, a big sigh. Practice that sensation, practice that feeling. You don't need anything around you. I don't need the pool in order to feel the refreshing, joyful feeling of jumping into the pool. So go practice that. So celebrate the feeling, the first moments, every step of your path. And then last but not least, freaking enjoy your life. Go live your life. Most people get so focused on what is happening and what is not happening that they're sitting there getting super frustrated, being totally in their heads, doing a lot of saturation, a lot of affirmations, a lot of, my God, nothing is working. Go enjoy your life. Meet people. Go into nature. Hug a tree. Play with kids. Play with your kids. Do something with your kids. Teach. Like I'm doing this for free here. Those videos are free. I'm enjoying recording them. I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. I enjoy that. That's not making me money at the moment because it's not monetized yet. It might take a bit or not. We shall see. So this is my lifetime I'm spending with you guys here, So do whatever brings you joy. Busy yourself, not in order to distract you from things, more in like, this is your life right now. So enjoy the unfolding, even enjoy difficult sensations in your body, because in the end, nothing is good or bad. Enjoy, not enjoy, but learn to feel into every sensation in your body and know it's all part of being human and being alive and being on this journey. So please use your time instead of waiting for someone or for something in your business or for something in your life to happen. Go hang out with people, hang out with your family, do something, enjoy, start a new hobby, or just enjoy what you're doing already and be more present in doing it. Okay? So those are really pragmatic steps you can take. From enjoying your life, from working on your triggers, doing the inner work, from stop going back to the old story, and from, what else did I say, the not checking things. Those are all very pragmatic steps. And celebrating and practicing the new feelings in your body. These are things you can do day in and day out, all the time, instead of checking constantly and saying like nothing is working. Those are very practical things you can do right now in this very moment. And the more you practice all of that, the quicker the shifts will happen for you. And if you need support, come join Mind Mastery or my one-to-one, and we can work on those things together. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking. It really helps my channel to grow. I'm super grateful if you do that, if you like the content, of course. Okay, thank you so much, and until the next video.